In this video, let's understand what is Webinar Jam. So Webinar Jam is basically all in one webinar platform. So webinars you can use in your online business to generate sales or maybe to educate your prospect. Okay, so it can be a training format or it can be a high ticket sales also you can do through webinars. So let's see. Okay, so you can go to webinarjam.com to see more details about Webinar Jam, and let's play a small video.
Introducing the all-new, incredibly powerful Webinar Jam. With no downloads required, attendees can watch from anywhere with any device, hassle-free. And with a rich set of features, Webinar Jam is the only software you need to host, engage, transact, and follow up with your audience.
All right, so I'm not playing the entire video, but yes, you can watch this video. So basically, there is just like any other webinar platform like Zoom and other platforms where you need to download a software. It is not required at all. So using Safari browser or maybe using your Chrome browser, you can actually host a webinar and attendees can actually attend the webinar. So there is no dependency on installing anything. So let's understand more about Webinar Jam platform. You can actually host a live webinar having maximum 6 presenters, okay, in the same webinar, 6 presenters, and you can reach up to 5,000 people with their, I mean, this is the best plan which they have, the biggest plan which they have. You can actually reach out to 5,000 people in a single webinar. So that's a great feature here. Now also all the, I mean, the webinar, okay, the video is going to be into high definition, so that is again great thing. If you have very good camera, you can use that. Now we have a live chat option also. When you are into the live webinar, you can actually, as a presenter, you can see all the messages from the attendees. You can actually control those messages also. You can use sticky announcements, or you can actually use live chats. You can ask questions, also private comments you can do, or also during the webinar you can also delete the messages, any spam messages from the attendees. Okay, you can also mute the attendee if somebody is actually spamming during the live webinar. Also, you can convert. That's a great feature which I love about Webinar Jam. That is, you can actually convert your live webinar into an automated webinar, which creates an exact replica replay of the live webinar, which means including all the live messages, all the chat messages also you can actually duplicate. You can actually create a replica of it. Great feature, which means you can convert a live webinar into an automated webinar anytime. And also you have an option for flexible scheduling. I mean, you can schedule the webinar based on the day or every day, all these kind of. So it is a very great, very good options to actually schedule your webinars. So flexible scheduling options. Then attendee spotlight, if in case you want your attendee to actually speak up and you want them also to make them a speaker, you can make them a speaker also, and they can actually come and become as presenter. So that is known as attendee spotlight. So that is again great feature. You can stream from anywhere. So you can use your tablet, okay, you can use iPad, you can use laptop, desktop, or maybe you can use your mobile phone also to stream or to host a live webinar, okay, because all you need is a browser. Okay, so that's why on your mobile browser also you can do it. So that's again great feature. Next is page builder. So there is no need to create landing pages using any other tool. So Webinar Jam actually gives you option for various good looking, high converting landing pages. You can use any of these. You can customize all these landing page templates. Okay, next is full email support, which means before the webinar and after the webinar, all the email messages you can actually send. You can actually set it once, and then before the webinar, 1 hour before the webinar, 2 hours before the webinar, you want to send a reminder, you can actually send those. And also post webinar, you can actually craft an email based on their actions, such as if they, suppose you want to send a separate email to people who missed the webinar, or people who left early, or maybe people who stay till the end. For people who stay till the end, you want to give them another kind of offer on any gift. So this way you can actually do it. Okay, great thing. You actually, which means you can track how many minutes, okay, your attendee was there in the webinar room. Okay, great. Now next is active offers. So during the webinar, if you want to create an urgency, you want like, okay, this offer is only for 15 minutes, so you can actually create this urgency by actually sharing the offer. Okay, so this is a great feature, because most of the times, even in my business also, I want to generate more and more sales. I have converted my live webinar into an automated webinar automatically. That 15 minutes timer with an urgency element is there. So Great feature here. Now panic button, if in case there is any technical problem, okay, so you can actually use this panic button option, which means all the attendees, they don't have to close the webinar, and then you have to, and there is no need to create another webinar link and share it with them. If in case there is any technical problem, you can actually use the panic button, and entire attendees will automatically switch to the next webinar room. So all these technical things happen in the background, but all we need is, if there is any network issue, something, click on the panic button, and there is no need to create another webinar room, okay, redirecting people to another room. Okay, so it is auto redirect. Next is polls and surveys. So during the webinar, you can ask your polls and surveys. Okay, a great feature. Again, you can also upload your PowerPoint or Keynote slides well before the webinar. Okay, in the webinar, when you are presenting the webinar, you can actually upload your slides, and you can very easily then show those slides during the webinar. It gives an excellent experience. It is a browser-based solution, so no downloads, no hassle required. Handouts, if in case during the webinar you want to give some gifts, some PDF or some templates in Excel format you want to share with the files you want to share with the attendees, you can actually upload under the file section, and people can actually download this direct right from the webinar room only. Drawing board, if in case you want to explain using a writing pad, you can use the whiteboard option also. Video injections, if in case you want to play an existing video during, or maybe a testimony video, or maybe an entire webinar, you can actually use video injection. So imagine that you have a webinar video already uploaded on YouTube. You can actually play a YouTube video from there. Okay, so seamless injection and multi-video queue you can actually use. One-click registration, which means just you have to click one link for your webinar. People may click there. People will understand, okay, when is the webinar. They can actually register by using just one click. And then automated integrations. If you have some email providers like all these like ConvertKit or MailChimp, you can actually do integration, okay, of Webinar Jam with all these tools like Zapier also. Okay, so basically I'm using Zapier. I'm using Zapier to integrate Webinar Jam with my Kajabi. I use Kajabi for my learning management system. Then control panel, if in case while during the webinar you want to assign one of your team member to control all the conversations, Q&A, all these things, so you can actually give this control panel rights to one of your team member. They can actually control the attendees, control the spammings. So that's a great thing. Now next is, you can also do a free webinar or maybe a paid webinar. Okay, so free and paid, both options are available. You always on room, which means suppose you want to create your own, like suppose my company name is DNA Club and I want a private room for my team, which means it is always on. Anytime you can click here and you can just see who is here in the webinar. So you can have this kind of feature also. Next is password protected room. So if in case you want to enable a password, okay, for all the attendees, so in that case you can also enable a password like this. Okay. Now analytics, which is a very powerful feature of Webinar Jam, which means you can just see how many people attended, who stayed till the end, and who watched the full webinar. Okay, average time on the room. So all this analytics very easily you can see after the webinar. And also you can actually scale up your business, okay, by allowing team members privilege access. You can actually assign a team member an admin, and they can actually set up the entire webinar for you. Okay, automatically ban inappropriate words. If you think that there is some spamming which happens in your live webinar, you can actually automatically filter those. Okay, you can monitor all webinar signups from your inbox. Now again, a great feature that is, whenever anybody opts in for your webinar, you will automatically get an email notification from Webinar Jam. Okay, on your email you will see, okay, yes, I got a new registration. So there is no need to again and again log into Webinar Jam to see how many registrants you got. So that's again a great feature. I use it. Then get more signups and higher quality leads, because you are getting a good quality landing pages. So that's why you can just track those. So all these things in just one platform, one software, that is Webinar Jam. So this is, I have used it for a long time, and as per my experience, I am building my multiple businesses, all my sales and all my onboarding trainings I have uploaded in Webinar, converted those live webinars into automated webinars, and my business is entirely into auto mode now using this powerful tool. So if you go to the website Webinar Jam, and if you try to get their plans and pricing, so you will get annual plan, and also you get only 14 days trial. But if in case you are looking for 30 days trial, so you can actually take it through my affiliate link. Okay, that is, go to dnaclub.in/webinar jam. If you go to this link, you can actually get 30 days trial for just $1. Okay, so if you just want to try out Webinar Jam for 1 month, go ahead with this. This is my affiliate link, and after 1 month you can decide if whether you want to go ahead with this tool or not. Okay, now if you use my affiliate link, it is not going to cost you anything extra, but the good news is this is going to support me to create more valuable content for you on this YouTube channel. So please go ahead and take action. It is an amazing tool. I have tested many other webinar tools like Zoom and other automated webinar tools also, and ultimately I see my mentor also and other people who are into digital marketing space, all these people are using Webinar Jam. I suggest you also, if you want to automate your business through webinars, auto sales, this is a must-have tool for you. Okay, so go ahead and avail 30 days free trial. If you have any question related to Webinar Jam, you can use the comment box below, subscribe the channel, and see you in the next video. Thank you.